An object in motion stays in motion, and an object at rest stays at rest. That's Newton's third law of physics. And bro, I first experienced that in 2021 at the age of 19 when I was staying up for 36 hours straight playing Call of Duty Warzone with the boys. I was so addicted to playing that my basic needs of food, water and sleep were put to the back burner, bro. And I'll be playing Call of Duty instead. I was in motion, downhill, down the path of mediocrity, and now I completely quit video games, scrolling and all the bad habits. I'm addicted to discipline because I fixed my brain and now I'm in motion, uphill. And in this past year I built my dream physique and got strong as fuck in the process. I'm even an award-winning master of engineering from one of the top unis in my country, and I wrote 2 first-class dissertations. Bro, this led me to placing first out of 2,000 applicants to my dream job, and now I work as a consultant engineer straight out of uni. Yo man, my name is Jas, and I get men disciplined because it changed my life and it turned my downward spiral into an upward one. You seem interested because you know that discipline can change your life too. So drop a subscribe because it helps me help you. You've heard the advice that average people wait for motivation, and you think you're different because you agree with that advice. Bro, everyone knows that shit. You convince yourself you're different because you want more. And I know you don't know how to get there yet, but you know that your future is bright, bro. You see the visions of the mansion, the car, the beautiful wife, the children, the family. This is what everyone wants, and this, I know that you are capable of doing it because, bro, you're watching a video like this on discipline. You know what it takes to get there. People around us will think we're weird for wanting to be disciplined in this world. Like when your mates invite you out to go drink, party, or do some other like degenerate habit, and you say no, you're the weird one for wanting more. And bro, these are the same guys that say that they're gonna lock in, start a business, get a 6-pack, get that high level career, get that first class degree at uni. Bro, these people aren't gonna do shit and you know it. But they've seen the same advice as you, that motivation is a myth and that discipline's the real stuff. But I fucking commend you for clicking this video and finding out what discipline really is. Because the generic YouTube advice is like, look, just get discipline, lock in, carry out the like 4 a.m, 3 a.m. wake ups, even though you might not need to do that. Even though you might not be the guy that needs to do a David Goggins routine every morning, run a fucking marathon, come back home and do 2,000 pull-ups. Like, bro, no one is doing that because no one has the same goal as Goggins, right? Same way, I don't have the same goal as you, and you don't have the same goal as me, but I will give you the blueprint that'll take you to the point where you know what you need to do. And there are some certain stone cold cornerstones that you need to know about discipline before you go and try and carry it out. And that's why this fucking advice online will leave you confused, bro. Do you know how I know that? Because I was there, bro. 5 years ago when I was being that degenerate, scroller, fucking clueless kid. The guy that wanted to get disciplined, that wanted the 6-pack, that wanted the results. I wanted to take life by the neck, but I didn't know how because there's no real advice about this shit online. What I'm about to tell you, bro, I'm a disciplined YouTuber and an engineer. I'm going to tell you exactly what method I use to systemize my discipline, and you can take anything you want from that and put it into your own life. So now when you see like discipline over motivation, you can actually say, no, it's the disciplined systems over motivation. And I'm about to tell you the exact way to do it. I know you're not a faggot, so you don't need some definition on systems. I'll just tell you some simple examples and you should understand it from there, yeah? So one simple example is like what I do. I want to make sure I drink water every single morning when I get out of bed. But I always fucking forget that shit. Oh, my brain is made for better things, and so is yours, than to remember to drink water every morning, right? So what do? I implement 2 systems. One is that I plan every single day the night before, and as part of that, after my wake up time, I've got a checkbox that says like water. I tick that shit off as soon as I drink it. Not only that, I've got to make it easy, because what if I don't see the notes? Like, this is the backup option, yeah? Is that the water is next to my bed. I'll wake up and before reaching for my phone alarm, I have to get the water bottle because the water bottle's closer to me than my phone. Another system, bro, for me, I get so fucking addicted to Instagram Reels. Like, bro, I've been disciplined for this past year straight. I've been on the discipline habits, on the routine, not skipping cold showers, not skipping breath work, meditation, visualizations, business work, job work, gym, reading, and waking up early. Even healthy relationships and socializing. But I am so prone to getting on Instagram Reels or even TikTok sometimes and just scrolling my life away. And a year ago, I figured that out. I became introspective and I was like, what am I leaking out my focus and my energy on in my life that's basically holding me at this level where I'm kind of a mid student, I'm kind of a mid guy overall. How can I level up? And the first thing that came to mind was quit social media right now. Like my own brain just said like, bro, quit social media because you're leaking your attention into it so much. I had fucking 6 to 8 hours of screen time a day. That's how much you're meant to allocate to sleep, and I was actually sleeping less than that, you know? Imagine if I added 6 to 8 hours of sleep. I'll be sleeping like 12, 14 hours a day. That's like an elite athlete, bro. All that to say, my simple system there with social media is that I delete that shit off my phone. It's completely gone. I don't have it on my phone. If I ever download it, it is download Instagram, download TikTok, and post a video, like a short form video, and I'll delete it straight away. A complex system is something like a training program that coincides with how you work. If you want to be a high performer using your mind and you want to output some creative work or some technical work, you need to make sure your central nervous system is not fatigued on that day. If your CNS is fatigued from a gym or from a sport, then you're going to end up producing less effective output in your work, if that makes sense. So a complex system would be to structure your training program and your work schedule to basically fit like a puzzle piece, coincide properly to ensure highest output in both realms. That's a complex system. But I'm not here to fuck you about and give you some generic bullshit advice that probably won't work for you. I'm going to give you step 0 to getting systems and understanding how to implement discipline into your life. Because bro, I'm not some neek. This is gonna take hard work. And I can't lie, man. If you're not willing to put in the work, I want you to click the fuck off, because this ain't for you. If you've been trudging through life like a little pussy all this time and you don't understand that hard work is meant to be fucking difficult and you are meant to feel like shit sometimes and still do the thing, then you're never gonna get anywhere. And you might as well turn off those big dreams that you've got, because there's no point. The hard thing sometimes isn't getting up early. The hard thing is sometimes removing the thing that you really want to keep. The hard work is also just doing the boring thing, bro. And it's the boring thing that gets you the result. Now, what I really wanted to tell you this whole time is that you need to have an event. Because, bro, I don't want you to fall for this gradual trap, like where you, oh yeah. So if you go to a smoker who smokes like 40 ciggies a day and you tell him like, oh, tomorrow just smoke 39, then 38, then 37. And then you got another smoker who smokes off the same 40 cigs and you tell that guy, quit, throw the ciggies out, stop fucking smoking. And if he's got a good enough reason, and if he's capable of disciplining himself to do that for even a week, I'm telling you he's going to outperform the like 39, 38, 37 motherfucker. Because that gradual shit, man, that is what 99% of the population try and do when they try and overcome like an addiction, and it just doesn't work. If you wanted to quit something, or if you wanted to start something new, you don't gradually introduce that shit, you just start doing it. Because that way, number one, you train your mindset and you train your CNS to be like, holy fuck, he's just forced this upon me. I have to just adapt. The human body is something incredible. It will adapt. Obviously, don't be stupid. Put some obese guy in front of me and tell me that he's going to do an Olympic sprinter's workout, because that ain't going to happen. And that's stupid. But it is reasonably unreasonable for you tomorrow to wake up at 5 o'clock and have a cold shower. Because bro, you've tried the gradual bullshit. You've tried the trap that people have told you about. It is not real. You can't just like slowly chip away at your bedtime and your wake up time. Like, you can optimize it later on. If you want to wake up at 4:30 instead of 5 a.m, then yeah, you can just like gradually drop it down, drop around your bedtime like a little bit here and there, right? And you can like optimize your night routine. But bro, that's for like advanced guys. Even I don't do that shit. I followed my one hard fast rule, and that was that I had an event and I changed my life there and then. I quit social media. But the main thing was I replaced it, and this is what I replaced it with. I woke up at 5 o'clock, I had a cold shower, and then I worked on something purposeful. And I want you to do the same, because that's what fucking changed it for me. And I've just been doing that for the past year straight. So look, here's how you have an event. You define it. Wake up at 5 a.m, have a cold shower. Why 5 a.m? Because it's one of my golden rules, bro. You wake up 2 hours before your first non-autonomous task. Let me say that again, because you probably never heard this shit before. No one's going to tell you this. You wake up 2 hours before your non-autonomous tasks, because humans are autonomous creatures. We do what we want. We're intelligent. But you've been conditioned for the past like 18, 20, however old you are, those amount of years, you've been conditioned to go by someone else's say. An authoritarian. Your teacher, your parents, your boss. There's always an authoritarian, bro. And I want you to take the control of your own life back. They tell you you have to be at school at 8 a.m, so you wake up at 7. Don't do that shit. You wake up 2 hours before that, because those 2 hours are not the same 2 hours as the rest of your day, bro. Those are yours, and they are your gift to yourself. You wake up earlier and you will wake up with a different type of energy, bro. You're refreshed. You are capable of doing whatever you want in those 2 hours, because it's yours. And even when you then go to school and work, you'll feel so much better. Look, I'll tell you the 3 systems that I use to wake up at 5 a.m. every single day and have a cold cold shower, because those are the two tasks that are my non-negotiable tasks. Even if I'm on holiday away from my home, even if I'm at my like grandma's house, like bro, my grandma once told me when I was at house, yeah, that having a cold shower will make me ill, and I was like, yeah, it probably will. Turned that tap to cold and had a fucking cold shower anyway. I just didn't give a shit. She's like, oh, you had a cold shower. Some people would fold to fucking grandma, bro. These are the three systems that made it non-negotiable for me and made me capable of doing it every single day. The first one is that I set an alarm on my phone for 5 o'clock and I put it on the other side of my room, because that creates like proper urgency. That alarm's gonna go off regardless, and it's on max volume. If my mum hears that shit, or my sister, or anyone else in my house, bro, if my family hear that shit and they wake up at 5 a.m, bro, I'm 23 years old, my mum's still gonna give me a slap. If you're brown, you know what I mean. She wants her sleep, bro. But look, you're the disciplined, young, ambitious high performer. You're gonna have to wake up early. And when I put that alarm for 5 a.m, and I know I gotta wake up and get that alarm like turned off, I've got it on the other side of my room, so I physically have to get out of my bed to turn it off. And now I'm stood up, I've got the alarm in my hand, and that's where system number 2 comes in. I open my phone and it's already on my checklist for the day. And the first thing on the checklist is wake up, then it says have water, press ups, cold shower. And it also has a time thing on there, like 5 a.m. to 5:10, I have to get in that cold shower. And at first, you might need to set a timer for this shit, and that is system number 3. You set a timer, and that's how you get in that cold shower, because then you've basically outsourced the authority to the timer, and we're used to not giving ourselves things to do yet, because we've been conditioned for like 2 decades. You're not gonna undo that in a day. But if you set these systems, and you actually do what I say, you will make progress, and you'll have that first 5 a.m. day where you wake up, you have a cold shower, and now, bro, I can't lie, man, you're gonna feel different. You might even end up feeling a little bit high because you've never done this before. And I don't say that to exaggerate, because you've never been in that state of mind. Your body's never experienced that before, where you've woken up 2 hours before your first non-autonomous task. Bro, when you do this, you're gonna change your identity. Like, your inner self is gonna be like, fuck, like this guy actually wakes up and he takes action, especially if you do it now. This is the event, bro. This video that you're watching right now, it is part of you having an event. This was meant to be shown to you, and you were meant to watch this far. Like, bro, I'm near enough 20 minutes in, yeah, and you're still watching this. People haven't got the attention span to stick around for the first 20 seconds, let alone 20 minutes, and you're still here. Remember those people I was talking about at the start, the average Joe motherfuckers? They cannot watch a video this far in. My channel's still small, bro. You might be the only guy watching this, and we're here together. It's me and you. I'm talking directly to you, and I'm telling you that this is part of your event, man. You watch this video and you actually take action, and you actually set that alarm right now. You open that notes page and you put that checklist in there. 5 a.m, water, cold shower, go. And you can do whatever you want after that. Don't ask me what to do after that. I don't need to tell you. You can figure that shit out. You can even look. These are the things that I would do. I would open a journal, like a book, like an empty fucking book that you can write in, and write shit down and be like, literally write down the question, what do I want to do right now? And then answer that question in as many paragraphs as you want. Because when you start spilling ideas from your brain, that's how you get it done. Like, bro, think about a math equation, yeah? Are you going to solve some long-ass math problem in your head? No. You need to write it out, because then the paper will store the previous idea you had a second ago, and you can come up with a new thing. And you build upon the idea. Bro, if you even have an ounce of intelligence inside of you, you will understand what I'm saying. And you will take it seriously, because you know that having this event will change your life. And it is that first domino that has to get knocked over before everything else just go. It just cascades. And bro, the thing is, other fucking YouTubers and Instagram real motherfuckers, you've seen the same advice being purported between them, but now I'm telling you the actual real shit that you need to do now. This is the stuff you need to do now. Fuck those fucking idiot friends of yours, yeah, that watch these Andrew Tate videos, like living vicariously through that guy, thinking they're gonna be the next kickboxing champion. Like, bro, just shut the fuck up. You know that I'm telling you the real shit. You know that I'm telling you what you need to do right now, so I don't know why you haven't set that alarm yet and you're still watching me, bro. I've literally spent the last 5 minutes trying to convince you to take this action, and you need to think, like, this guy is trying to build this YouTube business, and he's just wasted the last 5 minutes saying the same shit over and over again. There must be some meaning inside of it. His voice has gone fucking dry. He needs to drink water constantly, because like he keeps fucking talking about this shit. I will stay here for the next 30 minutes if I need to convince you, bro, because I know the importance of this. This shit changed my life. I used to tear up my hands out of anxiety because my mind couldn't cope with being alone. I was constantly stimulated by video games, social media, watching things online. Bro, I used to play that game, and then I used to watch other people play that game. And then when my mind was alone, it couldn't cope, and it showed me negative thoughts, negative pictures, and it was not a nice place to be, man. I was insecure about everything. I was insecure about my face, I was insecure about height, I was insecure about so many things that it led to me being an anxious person. And I couldn't show up for my family, I couldn't show up for those I actually cared about, and this is what I want to really change inside of you, man. But it all fucking starts by you taking action right here and right now. So set that fucking alarm, bro, and I swear down it will change your life. I've literally rebuilt not only my physique, any motherfucker can go to the gym, they can even eat a shit diet and they've still rebuilt their physique, right? I've done this shit in less than a year, and I'm here for the long run, man. I've reshaped the trajectory of my education and my career. I've gone into a career that I've always wanted to do, bro. Consultant engineering, like that's the thing that people like can't get into because it's too hard. And I actually managed to do it, and I'm no different to any other motherfucker. I just did the discipline habits before that assessment centre and the exam and everything, and I came out as the top performer, 1 out of 2,000, and they said that explicitly to me on the phone. If you want to get the things that don't happen to normal people, you have to do what normal people don't do, unfortunately, and this is just the way of life. And the thing is, bro, I'm not going to tell you the easy bullshit. Bro, it's going to be boring, it's going to be hard to do, but that's what I need to tell you to do. I wish that I could make you do it physically, because I know the effect that this shit's going to have on you. And when you start this, when you get that one big domino out the way, like, you're gonna thank me. There is gonna be 0 people that do this for a week straight, come back to this video and tell me it didn't work, because I know this shit works. I hope you have that alarm set, bro. If you haven't done it yet, get it done, because it's the end of the video. I'm gonna end it right here. Look, bro, I've got a full program on discipline where I go through every single thing I know. It's the link in the description. You can even get my personal help there for your situation, and if you want that, I'll be really grateful for you to check it out. Get that fucking alarm set, bro, and you know what to do. Get that checklist made. With that, man, sweat or regret, bro, I'm out.